Hey, happy Tech Tuning in 21. I'm Chris Bettis from Fluent Mortgage and your tech chair for NAM, the National Association of Mortgage Brokers. All right, we're going to talk views, we're going to talk pipelines, we're going to talk what used to be done in reports with custom reports and then thrown to Excel and then filtering, a little bit painful and slow. What we're going to accomplish. And again, I'm sitting on the dashboard because in time, once this becomes completely customizable, a lot of the functionality that we're talking about won't be needed because we're going to achieve it just right here. As an example, one that Wes has already done that I use every day and literally was with my processor today is this 3-day. It's saying, hey, based on application, and remember for you, there's two definitions. There's ECOA. The second you pull credit, that marks a mark in the sand, right? Within 3 business days, we're disclosing certain rulemaking, right? ECOA. Or the second one for definition for an app is TRIG, and we've got the 6 items. So if you get the 6 items, you obviously notate in your status app. If you pull credit, then you notate app as well. So as long as you're using your statuses, this starts pulling saying, hey, reminder, you got 3 days to disclose. And then as you check mark each of them, because we had 4 this morning, we just said, that's right, disclosure was down. Yesterday, my assistant didn't notate. The second he notated, went down to 3. So today, we're gonna be going through these 3 applications and ensure disclosures go out so we're compliant. So again, dashboard today, I'm not gonna create a 3-day tracker on loan estimates, disclosures, notice of action taken, because it's already built in the system, clean, perfect. All right. Within the pipeline, of course, it goes to your default settings. Thank you, Wes and the team. They've got a pretty robust setup. And what I would suggest is as you're learning, play with some of these filters. You'll learn why they're here and what ones you want to integrate or not into your process. And know there's 2 different methods for creating a custom view. Your own individual views, you go your name, profile, and then views or themes. Again, this is only your individual. So for me, as an example, as the owner of the mortgage company, I do some audits and some view. No one else in the company sees. So that's for me personally. The other place, though, if you're trying to create views that anybody can see, anybody in the company or at least a few different roles, this is where we do it. Settings, views, and then into here. Okay. So let's actually do this. We're gonna pull one. This is one I created. So our active pipeline and leads, our filters. So my first filter is borrowers. I want to be able to search by borrowers' names, right? Then by property address, status, and then I'm actually going to switch this one in front of you guys today. Purpose type. So for example, do I want to filter out all refinances? Do I want to look at all purchases? So that's why I left it in there. And then also as a last filter, by lender. So as an example, do you want to pull all on a particular lender? So then you can do it. Within your drop downs, so I'm going to change the statuses from accept to equals. I'm going to completely redo this. And the reason why is I want it to sometimes have leads in there, but I want to be able to click leads and completely remove that from the fields. Okay, so values, I want it to pull leads. I want it to pull prospects. Applications taken, not pre-approvals. Actually, do I? No. If they're pre-approved, they're in a different category for me. Submissions, processing, initial submission, approved, conditionally, right? Anything basically open, active, closed, funded, no. All right, so that's what I'm going to use for mine. So if my statuses are going to be those, the order, I'm going to search it or sort it. So when it pulls, the way it's going to present is based on estimated funding. So I want it on what should be funding most recent to the worst or the lastly. And there's ascending or descending. Again, if you want it the most recent date, we're going to go with ascending. And then lastly, user roles. So I'm going to let anybody in the world have access to it. And this one for me as the system admin and the loan officer, that's going to be my default. That's what I'm going to automatically see every time I log in automatically. Simple. Let's go back to pipeline. Since I set it as the default, it now is the undefault instead of default. Let's do something really quick. And since it's just me, I'm a little one LO shop with two, there's 3 of us in the office, right? So don't mock me. I've got 29 active files running right now today. And so what we could do, the reason I switched it, so again, I can search by borrower, I can search by property address, but right now I'm pulling, and there's 25, some new leads today. If I wanted to get rid of the leads and just say, hey, just show me what's actually active, not my leads too, all of a sudden it's like, wow, so my 25 dropped down to 15, I've got 10 active leads, or I could have cleared out the rest and just showed leads, or do a pipeline of leads, right? So kind of the common ones across the industry, and specifically I would say thank you, Lendingpad Facebook group. Collectively, we've raised each other's standards. We're meeting every single month. First time there was 4 of us, this last time there was 10 of us, like it's growing exponentially every time. I want to give a shout out to Matt Jolivet. Thank you for all that you shared with on your views. I know he showed me a couple of views that I didn't have in my pipeline, custom reports, and then raised my standard a little bit there. So again, thank you so much to Matt specifically. So active and leads, right? That's a common one. Closings. So is it supposed to be closing? It's already done. Fundings. Are we literally at that funding stage? Leads. I've got lock watch, post closing for some audits and QCs. And then lastly, which dropped out, I'm not sure how, I'll put it back in, is my pre-approvals, my pre-quals, right? That's a separate category. So those are kind of consistent categories that I'm seeing across multiple channels, multiple business platforms, kind of the standards. So again, if I wanted to, I could just say, hey, what files do I have funding within a certain time frame? Hey, and I have to create a filter, so why it's pulling everything, unfortunately at this point, I don't have a filter talking about dates ranges. So for me, let's go settings, fix this really fast in front of you. So fundings, right? Order, it's doing estimated fundings, sure. Filter, it only has the filter of statuses. So we're gonna do estimated funding, add selected. We're actually gonna put that on top. And now let's see what that just did. Okay, so there's my default as active and leads. We're gonna say, hey, so for like this morning, as I'm doing my morning meeting, hey, pull real quick. Is there anything that I expect to be funding? Let's say starting today, this week. So I gotta get prepared. I just have to keep it on top of mind. I'm definitely not taking a call right now on this meeting, right? Hey, so right now today, I know I expect to have a funding today, obviously, and we ran this report yesterday, funding today. We of course reached out to lender in advance and said, hey, are we prepared for this? They said yes. Of course, when we ran the report this morning, we already reached out and they're like, yeah, they've already unbalanced and everything's going on, wire's already out. So that's how you use views. So instead of reports, we use views, full circle, back to dashboard. You come in, use your 3. So hope you have a blessed day. Hope to see you tuning your tech. Please like, share, join us every single week. So every single Tuesday, tech tuning. What I'd say is though, if you use Lendingpad, please join the group. Please join the Facebook group. Please join the network of us literally just raising each other's standards. This next time, if I'm sort of going above your head, we're gonna regress and talk about some fundamentals on it and really just statuses, how to make sure your file's in there for call reporting. So really lower level, but one of the amazing things is literally it'll do your call report if your data goes in right. So thank you, Wes. Thank you, developers at Lendingpad. What awesome software. So happy it's a part of that L3 perfect ecosystem. So have a blessed day.